Godly Girl. My name is Daizha and welcome back to Godly Girl TV. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different. God put it on my heart to actually start having sit down videos. I wanted this to be a safe space for women to come and we can actually talk about real stuff and not be ashamed. I created this YouTube channel to help encourage other women, and as a source of inspiration, allow me to introduce to you Pillow Talk. This is a safe space where women can come talk about everyday problems, all things love, relationships, self-care, self-worth, faith. I'm real chill. I love being in my pajamas and just talking to y'all. Really wanted the vibe to be like really chill. Definition: self-care refers to the practice of taking action to preserve or improve on one's health, well-being, and happiness. Self-care is you making a decision to put yourself first. You making a decision to say that I matter, I'm worthy, and taking care of yourself in a holistic manner. Our health is holistic. Our mental health, our physical health, our spiritual health, and also our emotional health. All of these things are intertwined. If you are not nurturing one area of your life, then it's going to pour over and affect all of the other different areas of your life. And so I want you all to know how important it is to take care of yourself. I want you to think about the last time that you actually did something for yourself. The mental crises that our world is in right now is real. Like, people are legit losing their minds, and we see it everywhere. Why is it important to take care of yourself? It's important to take care of yourself because you deserve it, for one. And I know that this life can get a bit overwhelming, especially for us women. A lot of us are in relationships. We are trying to cater to our partners, our husbands. If we are married, we have children that are watching our every move. You know, we have goals, we have dreams. A lot of us have businesses, we have full-time jobs. Like, it can get overwhelming for anybody. And so I really just wanted to take the time to sit down and have a conversation about that, because your self-care is so important. And I can tell you personally, I have not always been the best person with self care. That has always been a struggle for me. Like, I was never really taught that it was okay to care about yourself. And a lot of times, self care can be looked at as like you're being selfish or, self centered. And that's not what it is at all. So, in today's video, I really want to talk to you about self care, share a little bit about my journey with self care and how I went from hating myself, not pouring into myself, being on the verge of committing suicide, in and out of mental hospitals, and how I have transformed by the grace of God into the woman that I am today, to be able to sit here with you and talk to you about self-care. My personal struggles with mental health, my mental health has always been a battle for me. Ever since I was younger, I was a very emotional child. I had a lot of unfortunate experiences happen to me. I experienced a lot of trauma growing up. And so the way that I nurtured myself was through writing. I spent and isolating myself. I spent a lot of time locked up, shutting down. Like, I just stopped communicating. I became like a shell of this person, right? And so I never knew what it was like to take care of myself. And really, now that I look back on it, what was truly happening was that I did not know how to process my emotions. And so I held it all inside, and it just bottled up and it festered. I had an insurmountable number of mental health issues because I did not know how to properly process my emotions. There have been so many times that I just wanted to throw in a towel. I wanted to give up on myself. This behavior ultimately led me to addiction. This was addiction in general. So, like, I started using marijuana, substances. I started using alcohol. At was a point in time that I was drinking alcohol like every single day. Like, I legit did not care about myself. Like, that's the moral of the story. I didn't care about myself. And I was looking for other people to pour into me and give me something that I didn't even give myself. Just a bonus tip of wisdom for you all. If you want people to value you, if you want people to respect you, if you want people to love you, then you have to first start by doing it for yourself. You have to first start by knowing that you are worthy of the love. You are worthy of everything that you desire somebody else to give you, and start giving it to yourself. How did I get from being a person that severely struggled with mental health, in and out of hospitals, being suicidal, to being this woman that is embracing self-care, to this woman who now experiences a peace that surpasses all understanding and is just on the journey to becoming her best self? What transpired between that time? Self-care requires intentionality. You have to be intentional about you. You have to know that you are worth it to be poured into, and start scheduling time in your day to do that stuff. Now, a lot of people like to make the excuse that I don't have time. I don't have time for self-care. I'm too busy. But I guarantee you it's something that you can cut back time on, whether it's scrolling on TikTok, whether it is hanging out with those friends that you know don't really got your back and they not good for you, but we not gonna tell nobody, right? Or online shopping. It could be anything. I don't know what that it is for you. For me, I spend a lot of time consuming content. That's something that I am trying to get better with. You have to have some kind of balance. I guarantee you that there is a time slot in your schedule that you can take out, even if it's just 30 minutes, 10 minutes a day, to just start taking care of yourself, to pour into yourself. And so, what does that even look like? Maybe you know that you want to get on this self care journey, you want to be on this journey to becoming your best self. So, how do we get there? What does that look like? What do you do to start a self care journey? My first advice to you in starting a self care journey is to start small. I want you to think about 1 to 2 things when you think about the best version of yourself. What do you do when you wake up in the morning? Do you wake up in the morning and drink a green smoothie at 5 a.m.? The woman that I envision drinks green smoothies at least once a day, and she wakes up early and gets her stuff done. She goes to the gym early in the morning, gets it out of the way, and she meal preps. Those are my 2 things. So of course, spending time with God first, having devotional, having prayer time, like that is a must, because if that's not in place, if that foundation is not in place, everything else is going to fall apart. When I wake up in the morning, I am intentional about spending the first portion of my day with God. Now, I'm not going to even cap to y'all. I'm not going to sugarcoat to y'all. It's some days that I be laying in this bed and I'm trying to keep my eyes open, but I'm still seeking God's face. And so I want to get better. I want to actually do better with my sleep schedule, so that when I wake up in the morning to have that time with God, that I'm fully alert and that I'm not drowsy from the night before. And so I want you to come up with 2 things, and we're just going to start with 2 because I don't want you to get overwhelmed. And we got to work on being consistent. Building a new routine is all about consistency. And if you overwhelm yourself, it's going to make it a lot harder for you to stick through it and actually get the results. Like, you want to focus on progress and not perfection. Okay, so I want you to think of 1 to 2 things that you are going to incorporate into your daily routine and drop them down below, so as to give the rest of us some encouragement. Maybe you can get some ideas from some other people. You guys know both of mine. And so I want you to focus on just doing those 2 things. Do not overwhelm yourself. Do this for a week and see how it works out. Once you get in the hang of incorporating those 2 new things into your routine, then you can add on something else. And gradually over time, you'll just notice that you are getting into a new routine. Changing your thoughts, change your routine, you change your life. And so moving forward on this channel, I really want to take some time to be intentional about self-care, faith and lifestyle, mental health, faith, relationships, love. I have so many plans and goals, from rebranding to That Godly Girl TV. So definitely stay tuned, because you don't want to miss this content that is going to be coming out. Everything from vlogs, sit down videos, what I eat in a day, my daily routine, just different things like that, how I study the Bible, how I spend time with God. All of these things are going to be incorporated on this channel, and I am so excited moving forward. So if you like this content, or if I mentioned something that you think would pique your interest, then I definitely recommend you to subscribe to the channel And thank you again for tuning into That Godly Girl TV. I will see you next time. Peace and blessings. Bye. Ciao.